on, Internet? It's K-Wing here, and I just wanted to talk about a bunch of stuff. Originally, we were going to talk about Joseph Gordon-Levitt being the Robin slash Nightwing character that went evil and supposedly would be the Joker in the Batman vs. Superman universe. But now, we're not even going to touch on that because there's really no point. Just like there's really no point talking about Deathstroke being Batman. Now, a lot of the reason why these rumors even started to get any attention whatsoever is because, let's face it, people just don't like Ben Affleck as Batman. Which they just need to grow up because he is the guy who's going to be fighting Superman. And also, he is Bruce Wayne. So even Zack Snyder and a lot of other people who are doing interviews, the Empire magazine, a lot of these theories branched off because they said, well, they never say his name is Wayne in the trailers, so it's Deathstroke. And that's not Alfred, that's his butler. It's like, no, that's not Deathstroke's butler. This is an all-new universe. The Christopher Nolan movie trilogy was just that, a trilogy. It did not continue with Man of Steel. It's not connected to Superman at all. This is its own universe. So, this guy is Batman. You just have to deal with it, okay? And move on. Move on with your life. It's okay. In fact, you know, Ben Affleck as Batman is not really a bad thing because we are getting a really cool Batman universe. Now, according to a really credible film site, which you can go read about this in the description below if you want to, they are going to be making a Red Hood film. And I know what you're thinking, how can they do this? Well, it's because they're awesome. That's how they can do this. So, they're going to be combining a lot of different works with the Red Hood movie. So, we'd be seeing a combination of Death in the Family and, of course, the Under the Hood or the Hush storyline, which is just so cool. But the reason why I'm so excited is, yeah, Red Hood, you know, he's pretty cool. It's because this guy has been announced would be in the film, working with Batman like he did in the Under the Hood film, and of course the Hush storyline. Also, Nightwing would get a mention in the new Batman vs. Superman movie, also meaning that he would not be the dead Robin, but he's not really going to appear. This also puts to bed a lot of rumors that Dick Grayson would be playing, you know, the ancient version of himself and not be a confirmed superhero in the new DC cinematic universe, and that the new 52 would be stretching too far into the cinematic universe, but thankfully, that's not the case. So, everybody who loves Nightwing and Red Hood, you need to be super excited. So, if you guys don't know who Jason Todd is, he was the second Robin who came out in the 80s and replaced Dick Grayson. Originally, he was just a carbon copy of Dick Grayson. In fact, in the 80s, in the very early 80s, he was an acrobat. His parents, you know, made him an orphan, and there was really no difference between him and, you know, Dick Grayson, Nightwing, things like that. So eventually, they allowed us to vote to have Robin killed off in Death of the Family, which yours truly voted to have him killed off. And even though you people may think I'm incredibly morbid, he was a dull character. He was ruining the legacy of Robin, and they really did some different things with Jason Todd as Robin, like him killing people and just really going off the deep end as a bad sidekick. And in the moral conscious 80s, that was not a good thing. So parents and fans who really enjoyed the legacy of Robin, we took care of Jason. And Batman became kind of this lone guy, and, you know, he was really grumpy. He also confronted the Joker and almost killed him because of what happened to Jason Todd. And then we got a lot of brooding Batman stories. So, yeah. But years later, we had the return of Jason Todd using the Red Hood identity, which originally was the Joker's identity. And eventually he confronts Batman, and the two have a throwdown. Now, what's really interesting about the new Batman film is it's definitely going to follow the Red Hood and the Death in the Family storylines, although they're going to be adapted a little bit differently. Red Hood is kind of like what you saw in Arkham Knight. He's really not happy with Batman, according to, you know, sources. He's going to do everything he can to just destroy who Batman is and what he represents. And eventually he confronts Batman, which is going to be cool. Now, just like in the Under the Hood storyline, Nightwing's going to help out Batman, and we have no idea who's going to be playing him, but I'm just super pumped. You have no idea. I mean, originally, I kind of thought that, you know, Nightwing could be the dead Robin, but now it's like, no. At this point, it could be Tim Drake, but most likely it's going to be Jason Todd. That was the guy killed by the Joker, and that the Joker is just the Joker, which, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Now, a lot of people are probably confused why DC is going this route. DC has so many established stories that they don't really need to introduce the audience over time to different characters and just have them, you know, in cameos in other movies, building up until eventually they get to the Avengers. They're not doing that. Batman's been around for 20 plus years. He's had a very lengthy career. A lot of stuff's happened. Jim Gordon, dead. Barbara Gordon, probably paralyzed since she's Oracle. You know, Jason Todd is dead, but he's coming back. Whether or not that's going to have elements about Ra's al Ghul, we don't know. Or if they're just going to do the, you know, retcon punch from Superboy Prime and just bring Jason back to life. Which I hope they don't do that. But introducing all these, like, godlike superheroes in the new cinematic universe, I wouldn't put it past them. But I really want to see a different take on Ra's al Ghul. If we're getting a new Joker, I want to see a new Ra's and League of Assassins. And Talia! We need to see Talia, okay? I have a lot of faith in what Ben Affleck is doing, and I think that he'll actually make a really good solo film. He's actually working on the script with Jeff Johns right now, and at this point, it is based on the adaptions that we talked about. Death in the Family, and of course, the Under the Hood or the Hush storyline. And kind of combine those two. And you may even see some hints in the Batman vs. Superman or Suicide Squad film, but that's not been confirmed yet. But now I want to hear from all of you guys. How do you feel about Nightwing and Red Hood being in the first solo Batman film and them using an actual storyline that is very important to the Batman mythos? Let me know in the comments below. That does it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta go edit some more Let's Play channel stuff. I really enjoyed doing this little video for you guys, and I experimented with some stuff in Open Broadcaster. Hopefully it came out okay, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic Halloween, and you should be pumped about this news. Make sure you go check out the source in the link below. Bye-bye!